Hey there, in today's video I'm going to show you how to install Shimano's wireless DeFi unit model number EW-WU111. You'll need 5 different tools to get this project started today. First off, you'll need an Allen key to loosen your seat post. Next, you'll need the Shimano Di2 wire tool, a torque wrench, and you'll need an extra Di2 wire. I would recommend finding the shortest one you can. And lastly, you'll need the actual wireless unit to install. So I unboxed the wireless unit, and then inside has the manual, which is fairly typical. And then this is the wireless unit itself. Is fairly small, so it can go into a variety of different places. Today I'm going to go put it in my seat post. So to get started, I like to mark my seat post with some tape. Alright, so I'm just loosening up the bolt here so I can get my seat off. Alright, there you can go. See, so I've pulled out my seat post. You can see the battery is mounted directly into the seat post, and then you have the wire, one of the Di2 wires that comes out of here. So what I'll do next is grab my wire removal tool and just pull that out right there. And then just really making sure that this doesn't fall back into the bike, because that'll be a pain to grab. And then I have the module right here, as you can see on the screen. So what I'm going to do is, it looks like it doesn't actually matter which way it goes. So I'm going to attach the little wire that I showed prior. So what I'll ultimately end up doing is it'll go from this wire to here, to this little one, and the little one will go ahead and attach into the battery. And then the way to use this tool is pretty straightforward, but you want to take the rounded corner, and then this other end is actually to remove the wire. So you take this opening and then push it in until you feel a nice kind of solid snap. And then take the other side of the wire, do the same thing, and then push it in. And then, just because it looks like it'll probably be fine, I won't kind of wrap it or anything. I'm just going to shove it down. So if it rattles, I might pull it out and then redo it, but I think it should be pretty good. And then go ahead, taking this other end, putting it into the battery, and then pushing it again when there's a little snap, and then there we go. And then before I reattach everything, I just want to make sure that the bike still shifts and everything. So as you guys can hear, the component's still fully functional, so I don't need to really worry about that. And we'll go ahead and put it back together. And it's always a little tricky making sure the wires go down, but just needs a little finessing. And then to finish it off, I will use the torque wrench to torque it back to spec. There's a bunch of different torque wrenches out there, and I'll link this one and all the other tools I'm using in the description. Alright, so now that you've installed the D-Fly module, I'll just show you really quick how to pair it to your head unit. I'm using the Garmin 520. It's basically the same process with whatever Garmin you have. Wahoo might be a little bit different, but it should be fairly straightforward. So what I'll want to do is go down to the settings and then add a new sensor. So I'll go ahead and add the sensor, and then I'll go ahead and find Di2, go, and then so it says trying to connect, and then it says shift the front and rear gears, and there you go. So you can see this is the new module that I just added, and then hit accept, and then there we go. So when I go now to my ride screen, I can see what gear I'm in. And then it's pretty responsive. You know, you can kind of tell when I'm hitting the button, it basically kind of shifts right away. So super recommend it if you guys are running Di2 and you want to know which gear you're in. If you found this video useful, like and subscribe and add a comment.